Okay, so second main part of today's series of events is fortune telling with Ezgi Green. I'm very excited for this. She's going to tell my fortune. So, Ezgi, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're going to do today?
Yeah, aloha everyone. Aloha e kako. My name is Ezgi Moon Green. Ezgi is my Turkish name and Moon is my English name. So I am the founder and creative director of Moon Mele Inner Gardening and Magic Through Creativity. In Moon Mele, we help women to bloom into their own magic through creativity and community. And I use both of a lot of my skills and talents while I do that, and a lot of ancestral knowledge as well. So one of the things that I use is Turkish coffee reading. And thank you so much for Elliot inviting me today to talk about it. And so before I start to every meeting, I kind of held a space for all of us. So let's just close our eyes, relax your shoulders, have a nice seat. So I'm gonna open with some Sanskrit chants. And Hari 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 Let's take a deep breath in to the tummy. Hold it for 2 and breathe out through your mouth. Breathe into your tummy. Hold it for 2, breathe out through your mouth. One more, breathe in. Now you can slowly open your eyes. So because this is a spiritual practice, this is not how Turkish culture will approach this, because this is what my spiritual practice is. That's how I open. And I like to talk about a little bit about the history of Turkish coffee reading. Turkish coffee is very similar with Moroccan coffee or Middle Eastern coffee cooking styles. But the thing is about Turkish coffee reading, it actually flourished during the Ottoman Empire. So you might know what Ottoman Empire is, or if you're interested with the history. But one of the biggest things was in Ottoman Empire was not the biggest, biggest for us women, because today is an International Women's Day, and I like to celebrate the International Women's Day of all the women. And this is actually a great topic to talk about today, because this came from the Turkish coffee reading came from the woman's spirituality and their creativity and their communication skills. How this happened, it's, as in the history book says, it's found out in harem. Harem is where sultans, wives, not necessarily wives, the king has several women, and most women, like it can be Turkish, it can be a war treasure they receive, or they stole women as well during or after the war. This woman lives in this in the palace with the king. They have their own huge palace, and they live all together. And that's where the hammam culture is. You know, if you've seen all those old portraits and paintings from Turkey in hammams, women washing together during the Ottoman Empire. So one of the things that women to get together and talk about probably their real feelings with spirituality involved as well, because, you know, the Turkic people, but also many cultures, they are spiritual, especially women. They have their own practices, own religions before Christianism or Islam, the shamanism, the Celtic knowledge, I don't know if I'm saying it right. So all that came together in this room. And so when they drink the coffee together, because coffee drinking is usually after eating, and it's a very social environment. And they get together and they drink the coffee, and then I should have bring a cup with me, my apologies. And then you turn it upside down, and you wait until it gets cold. And it's a great chance when you're waiting to talk, you know, to communicate. And once it's done, then the reader, which, so this is like, how you say, many women can read, because we learn this through our aunties, you know, like we learn, it's not necessarily like hula, but it's something like part of our culture. Almost everyone knows, you know, if you've grown up in Turkey. But the thing is that you figured out in no time who is more skilled on it, or who is more connected spiritually, or who is not. Because in time, the things that she tells you that she's seen, if it's happens, then you're like, oh, this person knows. And that's actually my story. That's what happened to me. Like everyone else, I was reading to my friends, and suddenly I started to hear like, this thing you said happened, and this thing you, and I have no idea how, but you know, that's how spirit works. And so then it actually comes to a point that you tell your friends to not to tell anyone, because everyone is going to bother you to read their coffee. And so that's how that's how it happened to me. And moving to US, so the reason I am here as a Turk, I've been living here for 2 years. My husband is born and raised in here, and 3 years ago I came here for my friend's wedding, and I was just looking for Tinder mingle, you know, but I wasn't looking for that guy on Netflix, obviously. But I don't know if you guys watched the show. But and on my third day, I met with my husband, and you know, kismet and fate that I truly believe, and we fell in love. And in a year, we got married. Now we live in here, and we have a son, 1.5 years old son, and you know. And then on my 4th month postpartum, I started Moon Mele, my business, and I am practicing as creative and spiritual consultant. And I use my Turkish coffee reading skills while I'm helping women to know to navigate in patriarchy. My goal is, you know, my mission in this world to create equality not necessarily, get higher in hierarchy, but abolish the hierarchy and create equality between feminine and masculine energies. And it starts from inside, as women. Once we balance that, then we can share it with the world. And Elliot drank his coffee. We didn't have a chance to talk. But what I do in my online sessions, I will send a complimentary gift, coffee set, and then you'll cook it. I'll show you how to cook it, and then we'll drink it together online. And then you send me pictures, and that's how I read it. And that's what we're gonna experience right now, which I'm not willing to give most of the secret stuff that I love, but I'll help you on the way too. So one of the reasons maybe I am also skilled on it, I'm an art director, I'm a creative director. I studied graphic design. I have a BA degree on that. And because I'm an artist, I have a visual way of seeing things, right? And there are basic rules that you have to go with while reading, but rest of it, it's all about what do you see. And so usually the lines, when I see the lines, those are means roads. And the cup holder part. So if it was on the other side, upside down, it would be the part of the left corner is like past, and the rather than is representing future. The other side representing future. So what I see a clear 1, 2, 3 birds on the left side. What I would do with my client, I would see the birds, and sometimes, of course, I can't memorize what is the meaning of all the animals, but the bird means, as in all cultures, the bird means a good news is coming for you, Elliot. So I see 1, 2, 3 good news coming for Elliot. And and it's, I think, over the seas, because I see something like ocean coming through it. And I don't have the control of the screen, but usually I tend to show what I see to my clients, and that's how it goes. But I like to ask, what do you see? Is anyone want to participate? Do you see anything from the image you're seeing in the coffee right now?
With the this long strip in the center, it seems kind of familiar to me. I'm not really placing it in anything, but I don't know, like smoke. Seems kind of smoke-like.
Yeah, so it's also, the way that our brain works visually. We tend to, as humans, we tend to see faces from anything we see. So it's very easy to see faces from Turkish coffee reading. What I see in there, actually, like a lady and angel, kind of like a sculpture, pouring some kind of the tea leaf is very special for Hawaiian culture. I see some sort of leaf, and probably holy leaf, that she is kind of, how you say, doing a ceremony over your kismet, your faith. And what I see, I'm trying to zoom in a bit. And I see actually a kind of like a soldier suit in the old times. How do you say? Like a knight covered himself with
the armor, like the mail, right?
Yeah. So what could it be? And I think there are 1, 2, 3 shadows and away, the far away. There is a project or something that you wish to complete. That's my interruption. But you know, sometimes I would see something and it wouldn't mean nothing to me, but the person that I read it would totally understand what that visual would mean and not necessarily have to share with me as well. And that's okay. So what I see in here that I can interrupt, there's a warrior, you know, who sweets up their, you know, it could be your knowledge, like something you're getting ready to get done. And this woman, you know, probably your wife or your mother, this woman in your life is praying for you to pass through this test or this thing that you want to accomplish. And there are 3 persons you need to convince on the way that you're going. From what I see a lot of whites and, you know, color, not colors, but I see kind of like white environment. So it gives me a good feeling, like good energy that you're going to complete your mission with the love and protection of the woman around you as well. This might be a situation you're not aware yet. And that's why maybe we've seen the 3 birds before, that you're going to get an information that you need to be ready for that. Yes, that's what I see in here. We can pass. Can we pass? Like, I like to see the left side of it. No, the other picture.
Well, on the,
sorry.
Like this or?
Yeah, this one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. It's funny. There's a woman who looks like Queen Liliuokalani, her dress and her figure that I see. This can represent something governmental in Hawaii for you, or something related with Hawaiian culture or history. But I see her pretty clearly. And behind her, I see some sort of peacock, which is, I don't know the meaning of the peacock for spiritually, but I suggest you to go ahead and check what it means. And well, I can just do it right now if we have time. Yeah, we have 10 minutes. Thanks to technology, you know. Peacock, spiritual meaning. Okay. Regrowth, rejuvenation, royalty, respect, honor, and integrity. There is something with within the Hawaiian culture or governmental system going on Hawaii that you're going to receive some sort of badge of honor. And yeah, I think so. That's how I see it. So, and so once we go, and there are 1, 2, 3 roads. And these roads, yeah, the endings are very clear. Roads usually means that you're gonna travel, or the places that you're gonna visit outside of your home. And how I see is that 2 of them are big trips and the other one is not so big. And please mind me, this is the first time I'm also doing this in this, like, while people watching. It's, yeah, there's a lot of energies right now in the room. And usually what it means, like when you have a lot of stuff left underneath the cup, it means you have some issues and problems that in your heart. So it represents the heaviness in your chest and in your family environment. It can be, you know, right now, the issues of the world, what's going on can be draining you, or you know, any kind of little human problems we have represents this part of the cup, the below of the cup, if the coffee wouldn't clear. But if the coffee would clear out, then you'll see that, oh, you had some problems, but now your heart is more light and clean. Yes, we can go to the plate if you want. So the plate represents family, and the inside circle represents your immediate family, and the outside circle represents outside family. This is a beautiful cup, but it is kind of difficult to see, you know, the shadows from the plate. So if it's interaction, there is a way to find out if your wish is going to come true. Usually I ask before my clients drinks the coffee, if you want to have a wish, you know, we don't have to say it out loud, just make the wish. And once you turn it upside down, depends on how fast the drop goes, it means if your wish is coming true or not. And here, what I see. I see in the family circle, I see a man who thinks a lot and kind of exhausted from thinking, lying down. Yeah. And I don't know if you see, there is a clear letter of V, the V letter in the middle. This might represent something related with your wish. Yeah, a letter that connected with your wish and hopes. Yeah, I don't see much from here, but yeah. And there's a saying in Turkish, we say, "Fala inanma, falsızda kalma." It means do not believe like 100% to fortune reading, but don't live without it, you know, always go ask for it. So it's good to get, you know, opinions in any kind of world, from spirit world, from your logic world, from your inner wisdom. And that's the best way to make decisions and go forward in life. But thanks for listening. So I can get some questions if anyone has some questions around it.
Thank you so much. That was so cool. Very cool.
Yeah. Thank you. I apologize.
That was cool. I wanted to ask about, like, do you have your website you can put in the chat?
Yes. Let me just put it over there. And today, actually, I have a Women's Days discount. Oh, Elliot, can you write it down? I don't think I am.
Yeah,
allowed.
there's something weird with the chat. I can put it in the chat. April, also, if you go to the page in the website for the description of the speakers and the events, there's a great description of Ezgi. And I think you have the link to your website there too, Ezgi. But if not, I can, oh, here we go.
Mele.com. Ezgi means mele, melody in Hawaiian. And that's why my company's name is Moon Mele. And yeah, and this was Turkish coffee reading for you. If we have some time, I can pull one tarot card for someone who is so fast saying it's me.
Anybody want a tarot card reading? I already got mine. I'm done.
I can just pull a one free card for you here. Let me know.
So, can I get my tarot card reading?
Yes, sure. Jakob or Jacob. Oh, sorry. I lived in Denmark, so I read it like in Danish, Jakob, but it's Jacob in English. Okay, Jacob. So I am calling Jacob's ancestors, angels, spirits, and the good spirits of this island, my ancestors and spirit, and what is the message that you like to give to Jacob today? Here it is. Whoa, abundance. Look at that. The King of Cups, Jacob. A lot of abundance coming your way. I usually like to read, because this is set in English, I like to read it from the book to give you the proper grammarly proper English explanation. And let me find it. So this is an Arcana card. Arcana cards means, yeah, lifetime, something coming for your life, which represents a whole wild range of events, right? And so the King of Cups, let me just find it really quick for you. And you can take notes while I am telling you the keywords. The King of Cups has ambition that motivates him to make the world a better place for all. He believes anything is possible when people of goodwill join together. His deep intuition and compassion drove others to follow his leadership and join in his healing and endeavors. His faith in the essential goodness of all people sustains his work. It says he, but I like to call they, no gender using as well. And another nice hint that Turkish language doesn't have genders, actually. So that's something I'm kind of proud of. And then they represents, he, she represents the energy of a new age of harmony and universal love. If this card does not represent a person, it can mean a calling to a spiritual or vocational path of service to others. The key ideas in here is spiritual leadership, compassion for the world, soul, loyalty in love. What a wonderful card, came for you, Jacob, in this beautiful Woman's Day. And, if you feel called to some spiritual practices, this is a great reminder for you. And to, go into that past and, look within. What I can suggest is meditation. Definitely a great way to find your own way to see, instead of the dogmas that we've been taught on the earth, that the meditation really helps you find your own connection to the universal energies. And that's all for me. Thank you so much for joining. Teşekkür ederim. Mahalo nui loa.
Thank you so much, Ezgi. This was awesome. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I had a great time. This was so cool.
Aloha.
All right, I'll shut down the meeting. Everybody, check out the website, see what events are going on tomorrow, and we also have more going on after that. Ezgi, I hope that you can join and watch some of the events. We're going to talk about Turkish language too. I'm glad you brought up that point about there not being gender. I'm going to talk about that on Thursday quite a bit.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
I would love to. If not, I'm definitely gonna watch it because I have a toddler. I can't promise on time, as you know, my friend too. Right. But yeah,
it'll be recorded either way, right? So you'll be able to see it one way or another. Okay, thank you, everybody. Have a good afternoon and evening.
Bye bye.
Aloha.